Today we are going to discuss exercise 1.5. Okay, so first question number 1, classify the following numbers as rational or irrational. That means you have to identify and tell which number is a rational number and which number is an irrational number. Okay, let us look at the first question. 2 minus root 5. Now 2 is a rational number and root 5 is an irrational number. But let me tell you something. If a rational number and a irrational number are written together, doesn't matter the sign, even if it is plus or minus or multiplication or division, but if a rational and an irrational number is written together, then your answer will be always irrational number. If a rational and an irrational number is written together, that means irrational number is present here, that means this number will be known as irrational number. I hope it is clear. Okay, next question you see, 3 plus root 23 minus root 23. If I remove this bracket, then plus 23 minus 23 will cancel or not, right? So what we are left with, only 3. Now is 3 a irrational number? No, it is a rational number. So the answer will be rational number. Okay, number 2 you see, 2 root 7. So this one I can write 2 into root 7 and 7 into root 7, right? Now you tell me root 7 will cancel or not here, right? So what we are left, 2 by 7. So 2 by 7 is a rational number? Yes. So this is a rational number. Again, 1 by root 2. Now here root 2 is present or not? Again, root 2 is a rational number, 1 is a rational number, but since root 2 is present here, so the answer will be what? Irrational number. Last question, 2 pi. So as we know that pi is always an irrational number. Now 2 is a rational number and 2 is multiplied with this pi. So that 2 is multiplied or divided, it doesn't matter. Since pi is an irrational number, so your answer will be what? Irrational number. Okay, let us move to the next question. Question number 2, simplify. But before doing this, I want you to recall some formulas that you have studied in class 8. Okay. So, their identities. First identity, a plus b into c plus d. I hope you remember. So, a plus b into c plus d was what? This is distributive property, right? So, this first term will multiply with this whole thing, a into c plus d, plus again the second term will multiply with this whole thing, b into c plus d. So this was distributive property. After that, a plus b into a minus b, right? So what was the formula? A square minus b square. Next, a plus b whole square, a square plus twice ab plus b square, then a minus b whole square, a square minus twice ab plus b square. Okay, I hope you have remembered this formula, and even if you have somehow forgotten, I want you to go through it and recall it, because without these formulas you cannot do this simplification. Okay, so the first question, 3 plus root 3 into 2 plus root 2. You tell me, all the terms are different, you can see which formula will be applicable here. This first formula, right? Distributive property. So this 3 you multiply with this whole thing, 2 plus root 2 plus root over 3 you multiply with this whole thing, 2 plus root 2. So now 3 to the 6. Again you see, when 3 will multiply with this root 2, then 3 and root 2 are both different things, because 3 is a rational number and root 2 is an irrational number, so they cannot be multiplied together. So we will write 3 root 2. Okay, then again 2 root 3. 2 and root 3 are again different. We have to write 2 root 3 because the number we always write first. So 2 root 3 plus, now you see root 3 into root 2. Both of them are under square root. When like this numbers are multiplied, both of them come under the same square root. That means root 3 into root 2 will be root over 3 into 2. Then 6 plus 3 root 2 plus 2 root 3 plus root over 3 into 2 is what? 6. Okay, so this is done. Now we cannot proceed any further than this because you see 6 is a rational number and root 2 and root 3 makes them different because they both have different square roots, and root over 6 is a different rational number, so we cannot proceed any further. Next you see 3 plus root 3 into 3 minus root 3. A plus b into a minus b. Which formula? Second one. A square minus b square. So 3 square is 9 and square root got cancelled. So what is left? 3. 9 minus 3 is 6. So this is your answer. So let us move to the next question. 3. You see root over 5 plus root over 2 whole square. That means a plus b whole square. Which formula? Is third one, right? So a square plus, this is a and this is b, right? Twice ab plus b square, right? So root over 5 and square root is cancelled, and square and the square root is cancelled. So what we are left? 5 plus 2. Both numbers have square root, so what I told, they will come under the same square root when they are multiplied. Square and square root is cancelled, so 2. 5 plus 2 is what? 7 plus 2 root over 5 to the 10. 7 plus 2 root 10 is the answer. So next question, root over 5 minus root over 2, root over into root over 5 plus root over 2. A minus b, you see the terms are same. A minus b into a plus b. What was the formula? A square minus b square. Root over 5 square is what? 5, because the square and square root got cancelled. Again square and square root got cancelled. 5 minus 2 is what? 3. Okay, I hope it is clear. Sorry, question number 5. 3 root 5 minus 4 root 3 whole square. You look at the terms, two terms are there and both of them are under whole square. That means a plus b, not a plus b, a minus b whole square, right? Because the sign is minus. So you apply this formula, a minus b whole square. A square minus twice ab plus b square, right? This is a and this is b. A square minus twice ab plus b square. Now you remember one algebraic exponential law, ab, if I give ab whole square, then what I'll do? A square into b square, right? Because since there is whole square, that means square will be applied in both of these terms. Same thing will apply here. This is 3 root over 5 square. That means 3 and root over 5 are multiplied. So 3 square will give us 3 square and root over 5 square minus 2, 3 root over 5, 4 root over 3. Now again you see one thing. Whenever I multiply like this, 4x into 3y, okay, what I do, I first multiply the numbers, then I multiply the variable. 2 4 is 8, 8 is 24, x into y is xy. Similarly, you just imagine that this root over numbers or these irrational numbers are variables. So what we'll do, we'll first multiply the numbers, the rational numbers, then we will multiply the irrational numbers. So 2 3 are 6, 6 3 are 24, and root over 5 and root over 3 will come under the same square root. Here, then again square will be applied in both of these terms, root over 4 square and root over 3 square. Now 3 square is what? 9. Root over 5 square, you see square and square root cancel, so 5. 24 root 15 plus 4 square is 16 into root 3 square is 3. 9 5s are 45 minus 24 root 15 plus 16 3s is what? 48. Now 45 plus 48, because these both are rational numbers, so we can surely add them. 45 plus 48 is what? 93 minus 24 root 15. So this is your answer. So now question number 6, root over 7 minus 6, root over 3 minus root over 7. So you first tell me which property will come here. Root over 7 minus 6 and root over 3 minus 7. Yes, the first one, right? Because all these terms are, they are not coming in this category, this obviously it will fall in distributive property. So what we'll do, root over 7 into this whole thing, root over 3 minus root over 7, again minus 6 into root over 3 minus root over 7. Then root over 7 into root over 3, both will come under the same square root. Again root over 7 into root over 7, root over 7 square. But please, while multiplying, be careful with this negative sign, because whenever you will multiply, you will open the brackets. That means this negative sign will multiply along with this other signs that are present here. Plus minus, minus 6 into root 3 will give you 6 root 3, minus into minus plus 6 into root 7 will give you 6 root 7. So root over 7 3s are 21 minus root over 7 squared is what? 7 minus 6 root 3 plus 6 root 7. So this is your answer. Question number 7, 2 plus root 6 into 4 plus root 6. So here also only root 6 is same, but others are not same. So it will come in this property only, right? So you will multiply the first term with this whole thing. Again, you multiply the second term into this whole thing. So 2 4s are 8. 2 into root 6 is what? 2 root 6 plus 4 into root 6 is what? 4 root 6 plus root 6 into root 6 will give us root 6 whole square, because same term, na, when they will multiply we will get a whole square. Then now one interesting thing, you remember whenever you have done algebra, 2x plus 4x, what you used to write? 6x, right? Similarly, you imagine this root over 6 as same variable. Just imagine, okay? When they are of same square root, then we can add them. That means 2 root 6 plus 4 root 6 will give us 6 root 6, okay? Then root over 6 whole square will give us 6. 8 plus 6 is nothing but 14 plus 6 root 6. Because